Hey guys, welcome to our new stream. Right, hunting with JavaScript test lab as a Twilio faced field operator part 4. Last day we have completed a lot of missions. And today we're gonna learn some sort of new topics. My name is Kumar Kalyan and I'm a Twilio quest ranked field operator, and I'm gonna help you out how you can play this game and learn to code easily and ace your tech interviews. We're gonna start it very soon, right? Let's start. So I think we have learned about Boolean logic, right? We have completed right that part. We just need one more code to unlock, right, this sort of text and space. Just gonna open it. We need to go here, right? Level blue, right? So we need to jump out here to understand how everything works. So we don't need this because we have already completed. Aha, I think we have reached up to this level to unlock this sort of, right? So this is pretty cool, I find it. Have we completed this? I think in my last stream I have completed it, but this was giving us an error, right? We need to complain it. But before that, let me try it once, okay? If something happens. Let me quickly change my screen so that you guys can also watch what I am doing. That it's showing. So you need to like sort out the strings in alphabetical order. So we have done, I think, right here we are taking everything in the right order. We are converting it to a lowercase so that every argument matters. Let's just control it up and just now let's check this out. If I go for, say, node sort order .js followed by Kumar Lola, it should return -1 because why? First character is less than, so capital K, there it comes less at this K, but and if it's Ola, it is returning 0, but if I enter something like this, it's returning -1. So I think we need to convert this into lower case. So all we need to do is control Z it dot to lower case. It should print like in this way. Dot to lowercase and say it's written in -1. So let me just pull it up here. First of all, we gonna check this condition. Exit it exit it Alt Shift and F, save it, Alt Shift and F. Is this working? No, I guess. So now it should work. Mm-hmm. 0 return -1. Should return 1. Alphabetically, right? Less than. So 1 and 0. So now it should work. Control K, I think. Terminal. I'm sorry. Should be -1. First argument passed to it appears alphabetically sooner than the second argument. Should print 1. Why? Comes after. Yeah, what is happening is like _0. Let me console log this one, right? Console.log first char comma second char. I think then we're gonna find out what's happening here. DNC no. Mhm. 1. Everything makes fine. First argument passed to it alphabetically sooner than the catch talk. should print -1. I think first of the all case we should make it to lowercase. Why are you using this one? We have already converted it into a lowercase, right? Now let me first change this command d, not d, it should print. Why is it not printing this stuff? No, I'm sorry. Should we replace it to char? Dot to lowercase say I think this should print like in this way: 0 1 this one. Let me remove it to 0, remove it to -1, and let me remove it to 1. I think now this should work. Sooner than it should print 1 -1, right? What is happening here? It should print this way, right? Should print 1. Yeah. Dogs, cats should print what? C D. Cogs, dads, it should print, yeah, -1. Everything is fine. And it should print cats and cats should print return 0. Why? Then why is it not working? I don't know why this is working. We need to like go for this. I will check this out later. If I hack on this button, so we need to complain it for the feedback, right? So just wait a bit. Open Discord. This is what happens, right? Need to give here a feedback about the tests. JavaScript lab enable beam 2. Beam 2 mission. Okay. I think I need to show them, right, this one. Shift and S. And then we should go for this code here. And then I think we should go for this one also. I think we should print them up, right? So we should give them a Shift and S. So this will help them out. So yeah, I think field FO chat. Okay, we'll get back to it later, right? I have added a feedback. I don't know why it's not working, but still Let's jump to another mission so that our game should continue, should not stop here, right? What is this? I think we have got this opportunity to like, have I completed this mission? Okay, I have completed this sort of mission. Have I completed this mission? Yeah, I have also completed this mission. All I haven't done is I think this mission. What is that? Loops and okay, we need to go for to-do list, return here, Bing. Okay, we need to go for east wing of the lab. So where is the east wing? I think this way. We were like completing the eastern side, and yeah, this is something cool enough. We understood we have completed a lot of hacks. I think indexes, yeah, we have hacking in a great way. Haven't we completed? Yeah, we have splitted this up. Before we go and get started with this sort of issues, we have nothing to like something like a password. Figure this out. Okay, infinite loop, right? Solve the puzzle of infinite loop. Have I completed it? No. So we need to define a two-dimensional array. Each character of the password is found in the following. Each security node, we have this one where x row character minus in the string number. Recover 6 indices which reveal 6 current infinite loop master. This barrier requires a 6-letter master password. The clues needed to dispatcher and security node. All we need to go for is like recover 6 indices which will reveal the 6 characters in the infinite loops master password. Found hacking security nodes inside Fighter. After recovering all security nodes, so here we have the objective, we have to complete it, right? Okay, strange room in the center, we need to go for this. Okay, so this is something very much cool. Five, 4, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, do I need to do something here? Which one will be open? So now the room 4 is opened, I think. So we need to jump into room 4. Yeah, okay, in this way. Okay, this is something called return a single piece of data as a result. So we need to create a class named FlightMass which creates a function called calculateMass that takes an array of strings and only arguments, return a number, find the length of the strings in the input array, adding those numbers together. Mass should okay calculate. Okay, we should okay, we're gonna add it up and this should return in this way. So this is something creatively easy. So let me just change my screen so that you can see, understand how everything works. Okay, done. So all we need to do is, like, we need to create and say name was freightmass.js, FREIGHTMASS. Okay, so we need to create a new file, FREIGHTMASS.js. okay, cool enough. Now we need to create a function and need to pass an array, and the function name will be calculate mask. So we're going to use some sort of defining arrays, let it be in this way. Now we're going to use and create a function. So function calculate mass, we're going to pass say arg or anything, maybe it's an array, it should return anything. Let it be an empty string, so let it be and 1. So all we're gonna go for is, now this array is a, so all we can go for is for let I equals 0, I less than dot length I plus plus. All we're gonna go for, we need to write let s is equals to 0 and let s equals to 0. We're gonna fix it up within variable s plus equals, what you can do is arg dot I dot length, and the end it's gonna return s. I think this should work. So node FREIGHTMASS dot js. Oh, we should not also console.log mask. Okay, dot log, so mask should return this. Sometimes we forget. Okay, we are done with it. So all I'm doing here, we are taking a loop, right, and which should iterate 3 times, because here our length of the array is 3. So from 0, 1 and 2, every single time we are iterating we are just grabbing this element. Let it be for I equals to 0, this element will be grabbed cat, and then we are finding out its length. So the cat, the word cat has 3 letters, so it should return in the first call, it should return 3. So in the first call it should return 3. And now what will happen, s will be like now 3, because it was 0 initially. Now it will be added, the 3 will be added to the s, and s will now become 0. On the second iteration, again the dog comes here, and the dog's length will be again 3. So 3 plus 3 will again become 6. 3 plus 3 will again become 6. And on the third iteration, what will happen, when the I value of I is I equals to 3, there it comes and gives, right, like not 3, I equals to true, because we have used array dot length less than equals to it. So the array should, so the loop should iterate over like 3 times. That will be 0, 1 and 2. And then in the third case, the length should return bird, and the length of the bird is 4, so the value will be 6 plus 4 and is equals to 10. I hope I'm able to let you understand what I'm doing here. Now if we use the hack button, I think it should, right, so back to the tutorial. So now let me just change my screen so that I can show you that our code is working. Cool enough. Now if we press the hack button, we will be getting success. So we have got and character, so done. Now let me show you, we have completed the 4th one. Now let me check it out and go here. So now it has opened the 3rd one. So we need to array, open the third character, find out the third one, third key array bindings. This one is the fourth one, I think. Where is the third one? Yeah, his third one is here, isn't it here? So we should go here inside and it's gonna unlock this door. Return a new array of items as a result. So let's do this. So all we need to go for is function should use array map function. So yeah, this is literally cool. You can use called mutate, create a function called mutate, and this is amazing. Okay, here we're gonna learn about a concept which is called array map. So before that I need to create a file name JS. Let me show you this, and I think this should work in a better way, right? Let me change my screen so that you can understand, right? And so we need to like add up a function here and create a function here which should return So we're gonna define a function here. Function say mutate, it should return a new array. Say add, it should return a new array. So new array, right? I think we should use array. All you need to do is like we need to use the array.map function, right? Which is pretty cool enough, I find it. Where you can map over each single like operator. So all we can do for is like say array dot map. This is gonna take something. See here we need a callback function. We need to value an index. So all we're gonna go for is we gonna use a value operator to grab, which will indicate something called this way. So let's say we item goes to item dot to uppercase, right? We're gonna simply return this because it also returns an array. Let me show you if this works. So node mutator. So before that I need to do something. We need to print. So log it mutated cargo .js. I think this should return me. See what's happening here now. Before we go and press the hack button, let me just know you how this thing works. So if you check out the function declaration of array.map, what it does, it gonna map a single item. That is, this item is it gonna grab the single item from the array elements, right? And then it gonna apply a function, and what it will do, it will return a new array to the function. So what I am doing here, we are using this array.map, and this item is grabbing, that is this map. If you are using array.map, what will it do, it gonna iterate over every single item in an array, right? So in the first iteration, the value of item will be, so if I show you here, first iteration, the value of item will be apples. Now what it gonna return? It gonna capitalize it to apples and gonna store it in a new array, right? So now the array becomes apples. Sorry. Again in the second iteration, all we're gonna go for, like, let me do it a little bit easier for you so that you can understand how these things work. So um, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So in the second iteration, what will happen? In the second iteration, item will be equals to what? Ray guns, and as per our logic, this will be converted to ray guns. Now this array becomes apples. So all we are doing, we are replacing this is see, this always returns a new array. This doesn't mean the value of array will gonna change, right? The value of cargo gonna change, will remain same as it is. This is only going to return as a new array, which will be like what to say here, which will be like if our condition satisfied, we gonna add something, or we gonna multiply something, and we gonna, this new array will contain new values that we are using to that we are getting from the old array. Like for here case, in this case, this will become ray guns, right? And in the third iteration, it will become, say, item will be equals to oranges, and this should return oranges, and the array will be apples followed by ray guns followed by oranges. Now see, we have iterated over the array. Now we don't have any item left. So after the whole process is done, it is going to return this array that we are getting it here in the console. If I log it here, right, after this, if we log it, say console dot log, if we add this cargo, what will happen? Let me show you here. You can understand what is happening. See, the value of our array cargo has not changed. When we are passing it to this mutate function, all it is doing, like this map operator is iterating over every single item in our array cargo, and just changing its items, each items, and capitalizing it to uppercase. And after the iteration is over, we have iterated over the whole array. It is returning a new array of values which is having uppercase items, right? So now we can press the hack button. I hope I'm able to teach you how everything works. Okay, is that it? So we don't need it. All we can do is like gonna delete it. Now let me press the hack button. I think this should work. Let me change the screen so that you guys can understand what's happening here. So if I press the hack button now, this should return me success objective. So we have got the fourth character done. Now again let's go to this room so that we can get we're reaching out and getting more XPs we can use. So now we have to go for the second room. I think it's not here. This is the 0th room. It's open for us now. We need to complete this hack. Now we need to use array.filter. So here we need to create a class and we need to scan and filter every single arrays, right? We can filter it out. So yeah. So filter it out is we can use this filter function. Here we can use array.filter. I'm going to show you how to do that. Before that we need to create a file, so file filter.js. So we need to change the screen, and so that you guys can understand everything easily, and I hope, yeah, I'm making this thing easier for you. So creating a file, so FREIGHT, so flight filter.js. Again we have here a cargo. Let me clear the screen so it looks a bit good, right? So okay, everything looks fine. Okay, so we need to have here an array. Again the same thing, we need to have a function. We need to define a function called scan and filter. So let's define it. So scan and filter, and this should have an array argument, say array, right? And this should return something. Okay, so we need to use the array.filter method here. Dot filter, so it gonna filter out the words. Similarly, it is also like a bit of similar to map operator, right? We can easily, it also returns an array and we can filter it out the data. Like let me show you, all we can do for is for here we can go for like array, first return it dot filter. Again it takes an item, I think, yes, it takes an item. So item that goes to, all we're gonna go for is item not equals to what, ray guns. I think now if we use node, okay, before that we need to write console dot log filter cargo. This should return us apples, oranges and tacos. See what is happening here, just like similar as the map operator function, all we are doing here, we are iterating over the whole array and we are checking this condition that this item should not be equal to this ray guns. So it will filter out the items not equals to this ray guns operator. Okay, similarly like the map operator, this is easy. Now we can press out the hack button so that everything goes well. And but okay, here we have a problem. As per our given, right, we need to pass, say, argument 2, let it be, yeah, we can pass it as an argument. I think now this should work, right? We have done the mistake, right? So same thing. Yeah, just hack this button, we're gonna get an successful in the second of the character. So we are now out of this method. This game is really nice and interesting. I love it, right? Seeing you, I'm literally happy now that I became a Twilio Quest field operator, and I'm able to learn and gain new skills. This is something of mine. So we can use this loop chunk of code once for each item in an array. This is actually using a loop. So write scanner to scan, we can scan it out. So this is something cool. Yeah. Scan, returning. Okay, we need to implement some sort of boolean logic. We are okay. So let me create the right, and then we should have so we need to create a file named frightscanner2.js that should contain a sort of say function called scan. So okay, cool enough. So function scan, it should pass take an argument say array. I don't know what will happen now. Now if the input is something called to pass an array, your function must return an array of numbers. The array must contain the indexes of all occurrences of string called when in an input array. We can use the boolean logic. So let me see what we can do. Let me just check out the help option. Yeah, I can assure you one thing, that playing Twilio Quest will actually like boost up your problem solving skills, because it maybe we are playing a game, we are earning some sort of XPs, but it will literally boost up your right. So it's gonna return an array of indices named we need to return an array of indices, right? So yeah, what should be the boolean logic, right? Let me understand what is happening here. Okay, the goal of this exercise is to learn how to use loops. What you'll need to do is object looping. We use it already, doesn't work to describe. Okay, if the item is equals to quarter band. Okay, we need to like okay we have I got it what to do. So yeah, we need to store the indices right, where the word is quarter band. Okay, this is something cool enough. We need to pass anything, so mm-hmm. So we can solve it now. Now we can do a lot of tasks here, but I'm going to use the simplest way. I'm going to use a for loop. Say let I equals to 0, then I less than array dot length and I plus plus. Before that, I think we should go for here. So all we can go for is like we can use in boolean logic. Say if array of I is equals this word quarter band, we can use array dot push. So this is the array name dot, we can use the push operator. I'm gonna pass I before let me check it, is it working or not, then I'm gonna explain you. What we are doing actually here. Okay, it's working. So what is happening here, we are iterating over the whole array and we are checking for every position, like for the 0th index, right, add of I when I is equals to 0 is equals dog. Now we are checking the condition that dog is equals quarter band. No, but for I the value of we are just increasing the value of I. So now the value of I when it becomes to 1, so the IR of I becomes quarter band. Now if quarter band is equals quarter band, so yes, if it is true, so what we are doing that we are just simply pushing out this element I, because we need to store the indices of where there is the word quarter band is present in the given array, that we are passing it as here as an argument. So for the first position and the fourth position in the sense of array, but if you check out in the real world sense, it is the second position and the fifth position. We are just simply pushing out the element to this array, right? This is something cool. Now let me press the check it out that if it is working or not, and yeah, this should work. Pressing on the hack button, success, we have got a success. Is anything else we need to do? To go for the second one. I think we have completed the second one, right? Yeah, we have completed this one. We don't need to complete it once again. We completed the first one. Third one is over. Fourth one is over. So we have now opened the 0th one. So we can use the for each loop here. So yeah, so again we need to create a class and we have to scan this function. Thought about I'm going to increment the array, This is something literally cool. So again, I think second thing. So yeah. So first we need to create, say, a function called flightscanner.js. Okay, let me change the screen so that it becomes easier for you. And what we are doing here, we're close here, right? I don't know what's happening, but yes. Okay, we are close to our, like, we can use it array.forEach. Here we need to use it. Here we need to define a function. Here functions scan, it should return something, I don't know what, but yeah. Again we need to, now this time all we need to do is, like, we just need to return the count. Okay, the number of times this quota band appears. So all we can do, you can declare a variable here, passing here the items. So all we can do, we can simply this is an argument, right, our array. This time we can use another loop type. What it does is array dot for each. So this is how we implement, just like the map or filter prototype. This element gonna, like, represent the each item here. So all we can go for, if element is equals contraband. Simply what we are gonna do is contraband count gonna increase to plus plus. In the end, it should return contraband count. Now let me check this out. I think this should work. What's happening? I think we have done something. Okay. I think now it will work. I'm sorry. So this type of typo occurs as a developer. Oh, I haven't saved it, right? Yeah, we're getting the right answer. All we are doing, like, grabbing each single element, we are checking it with the condition that if the element is equals this string, then we are returning the index, or incrementing the index, right? In simple other words, right? We use this kind of words as a developer: increment, decrement, right? You might have heard about this in mathematics, or simple mathematics. I think now we have crossed every single thing. Now I think we should go up here and to the scientist. Let's do this. Electrical engineer. Oh, we haven't got the sixth character, right? So this is something really messy. This is something really messy, right? I couldn't find it. Why these things happen. Mm-hmm. So now we have reached the fifth one. So we need to find out the fifth one. Where is the fifth one? 3, 4. This one is the fifth one. Yeah, other arrays. So we need to understand here. We need to define two-dimensional arrays having. So in this 2D array, it was the value of 0 0 0 0. So here in this two-dimensional array, what we do, like, it is just like a similar array. Here we have just like a matrix. We have this one will be 0 0 item, this will be the 0 1. So this is the row and this is the column. So 0th row 0th column, 0th row first column, 0th row second column. So all we need to go, and for answering this, what we're gonna go for is this. First will be dogs, and second will be second row. This one will be second row, and that will be in second column. This is hockey. Hacking done. We have completed all the assignments. We have now the password. We need to open it up. Let's do this. We have all the passwords. Okay, so we need to filter it out. So this is a little bit cool. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this one will be fifth. So the character we need to sort out here is first row, third column. So this is the first row and this is the third column. So the password begins with D. Second is third row, fourth column. So 1, so 0th, first, second, third, and that will be fourth will be this one. Then it is second row, fifth column. Second row is first, second. So this one is fifth column is this one, and so this is the password, I think. Then is third row, fourth column. Okay, so this is the fourth row, I think. So this is the third row. This will be the third row. We have fourth column. So this is the fourth column again, using this password. 0th row, and then the fourth column T, and 0th row and the second column is the E. Hack. So the password becomes D exclamation mark, capital D exclamation mark, capital N exclamation mark, capital T and capital E. It failed, right? Back to the tutorials. What is the happening? So let me check the first row and third one will be first row Q, third one is this will be F. F. So finite. See, if you look upon this, we are doing a mission infinite loop, and here it's showing infinite. So finite. So we have earned 300 XPs. Now we need to get a code from him, and I think this one will be okay. Hardware. Thanks for a bit. Here all means here you must be even of an operator. Okay, I think we have got the code. We have earned 7,700 XPs, which is pretty cool, I think. For now, I think we're done with it. So that's all for today, guys. Right, I'm tired now. Literally I'm not tired even, but yeah, thanks for watching. So I hope I'm able to teach you some sort of new concepts. Feel free to ask me out if you get stuck at any point. You may ask me, you can reach out to me like in Twitter, or you can even ask me at Twitch, right? So yeah, okay, bye bye.